Good morning. Welcome to the first October Coffee Chat show. It is the beginning of fourth quarter, everybody. We've got 3 months left to 2022. I hope that everyone survived the hurricane well and that everyone is safe, protected from any catastrophic harm. Hello, Melissa. Good morning. Morning, everybody. Some of our Florida folks or South Carolina folks might not be joining us. They might not have Wi-Fi this morning. There's power out still and lots of things still happening from the hurricane. Hi, Heidi. Hi, Deb. Good morning, everyone. Tracy's with us. Good morning, everybody. T, good morning. All right, we're gonna start the podcast recording so that I don't forget. Okay, welcome to our podcast, folks. So, how's everyone this morning? Again, it is the first Saturday of October, so it is the first Saturday of fourth quarter. We have 3 months to go to finish the year. I vote for finishing the year strong. Good morning, Beth, Jamie. If this year has not been what you thought it would be or what you wanted it to be, we still have the opportunity for you to roll up your sleeves, dig in, and have a different outcome than the one you might be expecting. So I'm challenging you to finish the year strong and make some intentions about what you want to see happen for the next 3 months and how you want to end the year. How you finish, Alyssa Muldoon, I haven't seen you in a while. How you start does not have to be how you finish. How you started and how you were in the middle doesn't matter now. What matters is how we finish over the next 3 months, where we take it from today, October 1st, until December 31st. So, in regards to that statement, I'd like you to do a couple of things if you're up for it. One, I would like you to write out, hi Dodie, what you would like to see happen over the next 3 months as a manifestation list or a glory story. We talk about all these things. For those of you that are new to the show, you'll have to go back and listen to some other shows to have my language make sense to you in some cases. Glory story is basically writing things out the way that you want them to be. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Sharon. So I'm asking you to take this opportunity to get your notebook and write out, not right this minute. Good morning, Priscilla. And how you want life to go for the next quarter. So let go of whatever you are beating yourself up about that hasn't happened in the first 9 months of the year. We still have the opportunity to finish strong. People by this time are like, oh, it didn't turn out. It's not going to be the kind of year that I want it to be. And then they just, whatever. Good morning, Lisa. This is Victoria's Secret has a new pink line out. So she was saying she likes the color of my sweatshirt. It's very bright and vibrant for a cold, sunny day here in Vermont. You have the opportunity to finish this however you say. And the topic for this morning is never to judge anything by the way that it looks in the moment, instead judging it by your intention in the matter. Good morning, Lynn Marie. Good morning, Andrea. Okay? This thing that I'm going to talk to you about over the next 15, 20 minutes has the ability to change your entire life if you are listening and if you're open for it. Most people judge things by the way that they look. So let's take this year. You might have had a plan on January 1st for the way the year was going to go. It's been 9 months. It might not have gone that way. So you might be looking at the 9 months that has passed and you're saying to yourself, shit, I didn't meet the mark. I didn't get it done. It didn't turn out the way I wanted. My income's not where I wanted it to be. I don't have the job that I want, whatever. I don't weigh what I want. It doesn't look the way that I want. Forget it. I'll just coast out the holiday season and I'll start again in January. No. No, no, no. Your opportunity right now is to treat this October 1st like it's January 1st. Get your notebook, get a pen, and when we get off this coffee chat, write out how you want the next 3 months to go as if it's already happened. So say by December 31st, this is how it looks. I have this much money in the bank. I lost this much weight. I changed jobs. I had plenty of money to buy Christmas presents. Whatever it is. I signed up to take that class. I'm getting to the gym. I cleaned out my house. I'm driving a better car. When you judge things by the way that they look in the moment, you take away all your power. Because hardly anything, good morning, Mary, hardly anything ever looks the way that we want it to in a moment of time, right? So the checkbook balance is always a good example because people get so uptight about money. So let's just say, I was looking for my checkbook. I can't find it. All right. So let's just say you open up your check. It's the first of the month, right? You open your checkbook. You got your deposits from work or clients or whatever it is. You see what's in there. It's not what it needs to be or what you thought it would be. And you now start this whole, you start a reaction based on what you see in front of your face. The issue is that reaction has a huge emotional charge on it. It has a huge emotional attachment to it. Given that the law of attraction is based on how you feel in every moment, and that how you feel in the moment is what you are attracting to you, reacting to what you see in the moment when what you see on the page is not favorable, or what you pick up and talk to on the phone, or what comes in the door, or comes in an email, or comes in the mail, or what the doctor told you, or what this, okay? When that comes in front of your face and you believe that that's it, you then have a reaction. So if I look in my checkbook and I see a balance that's not what I need for it to be, and now I'm reacting as if there's no opportunity to get more money for the whole month, and I start down that rabbit hole of freaking out about not having enough to pay the mortgage or the rent, you get the idea. Now I'm gone. All my power is gone because I am just a reaction based on what I saw in that moment. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. You get a phone call, there's a situation, something happens, and then you react to it and you're gone. You're just gone. And by gone, I mean that in your mind, you're down, I call it down the rabbit hole. You're just on that train and you're feeding it with, oh my God, this, oh my God, that. I can't believe this person did that. I'm so insulted. I remember, I can't. Nothing can find you in there. No solution could find you. I use this example all the time because there just isn't a better one. The Peanuts character, Pigpen, I think his name was, he traveled around with a cloud of dirt over his head. A dust cloud followed him wherever he went. That is what happens when you start down the rabbit hole. Kim Robinson, I see you. Hello. When you start down that rabbit hole, there's your dust cloud, right? That this is all the negative energy, the emotional attachment, you're reacting to the past. When you're in a reaction, ladies and gentlemen, you are reacting to the past, okay? You are looking at a bank balance or a phone call or a conversation or a visit from a person or something in the email or the mail. You don't even see it as a free and clear thing right here in the present because you are reacting to the past. Tracy's reminding me of an example that just happened to us recently. She flew in to help me with the Delta Hire training event that was here in August. And she had a change of planes and she missed her second flight. So Tracy is a couple years older than me. I'm 54. We are accomplished, established women who've traveled a lot and done and led lots of things. And she called me from the airport and she was freaking out. She was crying. She was like, I couldn't even, it took me a few minutes to even, Trace, go, take a breath, get a hold of yourself. Okay, so she got a hold of herself, and I said to her, what's the worst thing that can happen here? Like, it's not the end, and I reminded her of who she was and what was available to her. A different flight, a flight back to Indiana if that's what we had to do. We could put her in a hotel. Okay? So in that moment, she was reacting to whatever history she might have of travel and missing a flight and whatever that meant in the past. Because clearly here in the future, missing a flight is inconvenient, but it's not the end of the world. And when she got a hold of herself and she was able to change her perspective about what was happening, and I was able to get her to see, like, let's judge by our intention in the matter, which is that you get here. Then she was able to go to the counter with a fresh perspective. They changed her flight. They credited her. They gave her a flight on another airline, and they gave her a credit for that flight. And they got her on there. She got into Burlington. It was a little later than we planned. Her bag didn't get here till the next day. That was okay too, right? She was staying here. We have plenty of clothes here. It was all fine. It wasn't fine until she got a hold of herself, until she could stop herself in that moment and take a breath. And that happens to me also. There'll be a work situation, something will, come on email, or I'll get a phone call, and you feel yourself like, and you wanna, right? You wanna go down the rabbit hole. Don't do that. Take a breath. Tracy was asking me, is there a tool? We were just on the phone before this. She said, is there a tool that I can give you that in that moment when you are starting to react to what you see, where you're getting hooked like a fish, is there something that I could tell you to do, a tool? So what I can think of is Brene Brown in her work suggests, and it's actually something that they do in the military, it's a breathing exercise. It's like breathe in for the count of 4, holds for the count of 4, breathe out for the count of 4, and then start over again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that gives you about 12 seconds, and there might be another 1, 2, 3, 4 in there, so it might be a 16 second. What that does is, when you feel yourself getting hooked like a fish, right, and you're just gone, hold up. Just hold up. If someone comes into your space and they start screaming at you and insulting you, just hold your tongue, put your hand over your mouth if you have to, take a breath. Remember that nobody can take away your power unless you let them. No situation can take your power unless you allow it. You are ultimately in control of your response to the circumstances in your life. We may not be able to change the circumstances that are presenting themselves to you. We can very much change how you respond to those circumstances and work to ensure that you're not reacting to those circumstances. When I say don't judge anything by the way that it looks in the moment, what I mean is when something comes into your space that is unfavorable, do not make decisions about what that means. Do not assign meaning to that for the result. Instead, stay with the result that you want to have happen. Let's go back to the checkbook example. If you require another $1,000 for, the month to make it work, stay with that the opportunity is going to present itself for that money to manifest itself for you. Don't go with what it looks like the balance is right now today. Don't put your emotional attachment on that. Put your emotional attachment on your intention. If you stay with your intention in the matter, you retain your power. You also elevate your vibration. When you get reactive and panic-stricken and filled with anxiety, what the hell do you think that's going to bring you? And you might be saying, well, Noelle, there's no possible way that I can get another $1,000 in by the end of October. You don't know. You don't know. You only know what you know from what happened before. You don't know what the hell is possible because you're so busy judging everything based on what you think you know, which, by the way, everything that you know is from back there. It's all from the past. So you have no freaking idea what's possible for you in the present if you could stay with your intention in the matter. If you could actually write these glory stories for your life, if you could write out your manifestation list and stay with what is on the page for what you want to see in your future, you don't know what the universe will send you. You have no idea. Because I promise you, you haven't been that person before. You haven't seen that before. We are so busy judging everything that comes. We're like, oh yeah, that's like that time, and this is like that time last October when I didn't have the money and I couldn't pay my bills, and then blah, 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 blah. You don't know. You're so busy with your report from the past. You don't even have time for what's possible. Cause you're stuck in what already happened. What I'm speaking to you about this morning is hold up. Hold up. Make intentions for your life and your future and your day and the rest of your year, and start putting your attention there. Start putting your attention on what you want to see happen. Mary's saying staying present and grounded, which is correct. When you are emotionally disturbed inside yourself, it's much easier to react because you are not coming from a place of peace. When you are coming from a place of peace, you can respond to stimuli rather than react to stimuli. You hold all the power. It's not in a book. It's not in a podcast. It's not a magical something from the sky. It's all here. You possess the power to master your mindset, and out of that, anything is possible. And most of you are not mastering your mindset. You are watching something come in front of you, and you have a story about this pen, right? You have a story about the pen, and hold on, we gotta. Okay. You have a story about the pen that is from the past, right? And whenever this pen shows up, you assign it meaning and value based on the past. The same thing with your checkbook balance. You have a story, you and your checkbook, whether you keep a paper checkbook or whether you manage your account online or whatever the hell you do, you have a story about your finances. And anytime something shows up, you assign meaning and value to the present stimuli based on the past. You understand Nobody's judging anything, or very few people. You have to be really self-aware to hear what I'm saying and then to be able to practice it. And it's difficult. I've been practicing this for 42 years, and it still tries to hook me and catch me, okay? 42 years I've been practicing this skill, and I still have to practice it every day. I still, when something comes in my face that does not look the way that I want, I still have to hold up and catch myself and make my intention about it and then go from there. This is not, by no means is this easy. However, everything that you want for your life and your future is on the other side of what I am saying to you. Anytime someone's talking to you, you're either assigning them meaning from conversations that they've had with you in the past and the relationship that you've had in the past, or if somebody new shows up on your screen, you are associating them with someone that you know that's like them, and then you're listening to them with the funnel called, oh, I already know what this person's all about. I already know what this person's going to say. Okay? No power in there. None. Zero. You just gave it all away. Your strength and power comes from checking yourself at the door and recognizing what is in front of you right now. You have the ability to make an intention about that, what you want to see that turn out to be, and then stay there. No matter what this looks like in any given moment, stay with your intention in the matter. Stay here. Because when you are here, all your power's out the window. When you are reacting to what seems to be the case, there is no power in a reaction, because it's all emotional charge based on the past. There's nothing current happening there. Nothing. So I'm challenging you. It's October 1st. We have 3 months left out of the year. If 2022 has not been everything that you wanted it to be, you now have the opportunity to make a shift. You have the opportunity to print out from our site, if you want to use that, your blueprint for the month. It will give you a place to write some goals and some things that you want to see happen. It's a free download. It's on the site, theworkingwarriormom.com, under free downloads. You can print that out and make yourself a plan. You can just get your notebook and write out the way that you want to see October, November, and December go. How much income you want to bring in, what you want your Thanksgiving to be like, how you want your Christmas to be, how you want your New Year's celebration to be, what you want to achieve by the end of the year. All of that is possible for you if you can control what's here. If you can give your mindset a reset, there's huge opportunity here over the next 3 months, because most people are winding down at this time to coast out the holiday season, finish a year that might not have been great. I challenge you to power up for this last quarter instead of powering down. I'm challenging you to go higher and further and finish this year strong, like as if your life depended on you getting the results that you want and the results that you intend. Kim Robinson is reminding us to do the work. You know what I always tell you, anything is possible if you're willing to do the work. This is work. But look, what is your alternative? Sit on the sofa, binge watch Netflix every night, complain about the way that your life is and it's not the way that you want, bitch about your bank balance, worry about enough money to buy Christmas presents, Decide not to get any presents. Start getting in your head about what your family's going to be like on the holidays. Start thinking about how you're going to overeat and drink too much. Okay? That's what the normal people are doing that. Stop. No, it doesn't have to be like that. You can have a mindset here for the last 3 months like, okay, let's go. Let's do it. Let's finish this year out strong. You have an opportunity here to create for yourself a future that is unlike the past. You have an opportunity to write down a vision, read it, and run it. I watched I love T.D. Jakes. So sometimes I'll watch a sermon of his when I'm working out. I'll pull it off of YouTube or something. And he was doing a conference, Women Thou Art Loosed. I don't know when it was from, but that was his thing. Get your vision, write it, read it, run it. He's great. I don't know if he's very Christian, but he's a great guy. He does great stuff. And he's right. You have all the opportunity here. Your future can be unlike the past. The person that holds the key to that is you. I can't stress that enough. So get busy. Don't just waste today, And like Lynn's saying, she's going to start a new vision today instead of waiting for New Year's Eve. By the way, I talked to you guys about, I'm doing a small coaching group. It's only room for 6 people. I have 3 more slots left, 2 or 3. Lynn Marie's in that group, and I don't know, I didn't see the other people on here. It's an intensive coaching group with me. It meets once a month for an hour and a half on Zoom. Andrea, if you want to be in, email me and I'll send you the paperwork. It's $150 a month, and it's going to have a private Facebook group too where we can all talk to each other during the month. So I have room for 2 or 3 more people. Andrea, seriously, if you want to be in, email me because we're starting October 9th. So it's going to start next Sunday. It's going to meet on Sunday afternoons at 4 p.m. for an hour and a half on a Zoom with me. I'm going to kick your ass. That's my excellent English, by the way. I am going to kick your butt. If you want your life to move over the next 3 months and move big, then jump into this. I don't coach individuals much anymore. I just don't have time, and it just doesn't. I just can't because I'm doing so much with my corporate work. However, I think I am going to do these little coaching groups. Just run one of them with 6 people, and I think we'll keep offering the opportunity to renew it or for other people to jump in. That gives a few of you that really want to work with me personally a way to do it so that it's affordable to you, because my normally hourly rate is probably not something that most of you could do, and so I don't want it to preclude us from working together intensively if you really want that. I offer the show obviously for free, so this is like me coaching you, and if you're paying attention, if you really go back and watch these shows, it can change your life. However, you don't have me looking in to see what you're doing. If you're coaching with me, I'm going to be asking you about your results. I don't get to ask the public about their results generally unless you email me. So that's the opportunity. Write your vision, read it, work it out, start running with it. In the words of T.D. Jakes, write it, read it, run it. Let's finish strong. Let's not do what everyone else is doing and just write it off until January 1st and then make up the way that it's going to be with the new vision. No, do it now. Do it today. Get off the phone, get off the Zoom, go get a cup of coffee or whatever, get your notebook and get on top of it. If you have a small business, you have the opportunity to have the best quarter that you've ever had. Anything is possible. Anything is possible if you are willing to make the shift in your mindset and do the work. All right, I'm out, you guys. Have a great day. Goodbye to our podcast folks. Visit us at theworkingwarriormom.com. and I will see you next Saturday morning.